I'm only going to say this once. Now back off. You psychotic son of a bitch.
Trevor? What on earth is wrong with you?
I'm really unhappy to see you back here.
Honestly,
Sonny.
Trevor, we've been through this. Sonny and I are neighbors. Warren was here for a cookout for Father's Day, for heaven's sakes. We visit back and forth all the time.
I actually invited Kate over here. Not like you, who just barges in here and threatens me.
I don't make threats.
Of course you don't. Of course you don't. None of us do. We're all adults, right? We're not children fighting on a playground.
I exercise influence.
This supposed to scare him?
You have a very unrealistic opinion of your own importance.
Yeah, well, you're old, past your prime. You don't get to come into my house, giving me orders, making demands.
Try me.
Okay, all right. Enough, both of you. You need a timeout, all right? Let's just step back, take a deep breath. Granted, we got off to a rough start, but there's no reason for this level of animosity.
Kate, you better leave now, or you're gonna make me really disappointed in you.
Unsettling story. Nothing like that's gonna happen here. Look, have you confirmed that Anthony Zakara, brutal mob boss, is actually headed to Port Charles?
No.
Well, are you sure that Trevor Lansing is a frontman, as it were?
Yes, I am.
Oh, come on, perhaps he's just visiting the fashionista in the dastardly DA.
Look, Rick's lived here for years. His father has never come to visit him. Trevor Lansing isn't the kind of lawyer who would do anything for free. He's coming here to check out Port Charles. He's using Rick and Kate as an excuse to clear the way for the real threat. Yeah. No. It's okay. It's okay. It's good that you called. Just keep the kids in the mall where people can see you. Okay? I'm on my way.
Well, I would certainly never want to disappoint you, Trevor. But I think we're a little late in the game for you to be ordering me out of the room or dictating who my friends are.
Then I'm gonna make it quite simple for you. You're either with Sonny or you're with me.
You don't own Kate. You don't get to come in and tell her what to do in my house.
Sonny resents me and everything I stand for. That's why he's so suddenly interested in you.
Kate and I have been friends for a long time. You didn't know that, Trevor?
And Sonny responds to competition with intimidation and fear, as always.
You're nowhere near that important in my life anymore, Trevor.
You're either lying or you have seriously misread the situation.
You speaking for yourself or as a frontman for Anthony Zakara?
He's implying that I work for organized crime to frighten you and to drag me down to his level.
Okay, I hate this. I hate to see this level of resentment and antipathy between you. But I do not respond to ultimatums, Trevor, especially between friends. They're counterproductive and unfair, and I have no intention of choosing between you and Sonny.
You just did.
I have never seen Trevor behave that way.
He's not after you.
He was like
He's
a stranger. He was like someone I don't know or I want to know. I mean, granted, it's been years since we've been seriously involved, but he's one of the most important people in my life.
So you were sleeping together for, what, 5 years?
It was a long time ago, Sonny, I told you. It was not long after I arrived in the city, but it was all very grown up.
Mm-hmm.
There was never an expectation of marriage for either one of us. But I did care very deeply for him.
So this was at Princeton?
I was an entry-level editorial assistant at Couture.
Mm-hmm.
There was never any reason for him to meet my family or for me to know much about his.
Mm-hmm.
But what we had was real. Trevor is the one who taught me how New York really works. He taught me how to navigate a formal party, how to receive the right invitations.
Mm-hmm.
He made sure that Warren noticed me. Not that I wouldn't have been noticed anyway. I worked like a dog. But he definitely sped things along. He was an amazing mentor, and he remained a dear friend. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all of that.
Hey, look, it's great to be loyal.
That man who was here today, I would not have believed it if I hadn't seen it for myself.
Well, you know how it works. You created identity for yourself, right? And you try working really hard at being that. But deep down inside, you never lose the rest of your history.
I suppose.
So no matter what, you know, you'll always be Connie Falconer. And you can always remember how I carried you into the ocean at Coney Island.
Yeah. I will.
And Trevor will always be a cold, selfish man who expects his woman to give up her 6-year-old son. And the man he works for is much, much worse.
Anthony Zakara.
Yes. So, you know, you might want to do yourself a favor and get out while you still can.
Are you trying to get rid of me? It's not very flattering.
I'm not kidding.
You never are.
This thing between Trevor and me is gonna get real ugly.
I'm sure that he will go back to Manhattan
Well,
sooner
maybe
or
that's
later.
probably where you should go, because right now it's not a good idea to be associated with me.
I appreciate your concern. I do, but you know, I have some experience navigating troubled waters, and I have found that the best strategy is to remain courteous but neutral. It worked last season at the Fashion Week, and Donatello would...
Listen to me. This is not a fashion show or whatever, okay? The worst thing that can happen isn't getting fired or you fall down at a photo shoot. In my world, you lose, you die.
Are you trying to frighten me?
I'm not trying. I'm just telling you. I'm being as honest as I can be, so that way you do whatever you want with it. Gotta get the phone.
Hello. Michael and Morgan were left without guards this afternoon.
Trevor? What just happened at Sonny's? I've known you for years, and I've never seen you behave like that. What were you thinking?
I could ask you the same question.
Look, I'm sorry about the animosity between you and Sonny, but it has nothing to do with me, and it shouldn't affect our friendship.
Katie, why did you choose Sonny over me?
Why did you ask me to? It's completely unfair. I refuse to cut ties with Sonny on demand, but I also have no desire to cut ties with you.
So what you're saying is you really thought about it. And you realized how damaging I could be if I turn against you.
No, Trevor. I was actually just trying to preserve a friendship, which meant a great deal to me. But that doesn't mean that I will allow myself to be blackmailed emotionally or otherwise.
Catherine, you've shown really poor judgment. And now you gotta live with the consequences.